Welcome back to OPG Concepts. This time we're going to be talking about... After last week's video about game design, I wanted to supplement it with a short about the different seniorities within game design and how I define them. Typically in game design there are 5 levels of seniority before we move into director level roles, and those are junior, mid-level, senior, principal and lead. I've seen some companies split those up even further with things like lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3, but typically it's just the 5 I mentioned. To me, a junior designer is a fresh face, if not in the industry then on the game design scene. They might have worked in another department, usually QA, but they haven't done design before and they'll need a lot of hand holding. I'd expect a junior to be able to complete tasks given to them with some assistance, and I'd have no expectations of them in regard to their communication skills, both internally to the department and externally. A mid-level designer, or just a designer, is someone who's been in the field a little while and can perform tasks autonomously when their lead hands them over. I don't expect them to need much help, but wouldn't be surprised by clarifications or, multiple passes. When it comes to communication, I'd expect a mid-level to be talking to other departments and making presentations to the design team, but not necessarily to anyone else in the studio unless they wanted to. Senior designers have been in the game as long as anyone. Many senior designers never leave that role. I'd expect them to be owning whole features, not just tasks that work towards them. I'd want a senior to be helping to drive direction and spot things that others miss. As a lead, I'd expect my role with a senior designer to be largely equal, but with a little administration. I'd also want seniors to be at the stage where they can mentor less senior designers. I'd want them presenting to everyone in the studio, and if the need arises, I wouldn't bat an eye at having a senior designer talk to externals like people from the publishers or even the media. For me, a principal designer is basically a specialized expert, so a principal systems designer, a principal level designer, etc. These are the top of their discipline and people who I would expect to be passing down their knowledge while simultaneously doing the best work in their field. Too often in the past, when a designer gets really good at their craft, they want to be promoted so they're made into a lead, which takes them away from design and into management. That's where the principal role comes in. Principals are about on par with leads in seniority, but their sole role is to continue to be a great designer. Finally, lead designers. I'd say they're basically at the skill level of an experienced senior designer, but with the added responsibility of managing the entire team. I'd expect a lead to also have a more general set of skills than a principal designer or a designer of a specific discipline, unless they are a disciplined lead like a lead narrative designer, because when things go wrong, a lead might be expected to fill any number of gaps. After lead, if you're looking to move up, you'll be looking at director level roles, none of which I've had, but I can tell you that they are design directors, which typically function as managers to the design department, and creative directors that typically function as the creative vision holders on any given project. So those are how I define the different seniorities of the game design discipline. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? Drop a comment and maybe I'll tell you in the next video. Like, follow and subscribe to get more videos like this.